So in this part, we are going to talk about one of the most important skills for any PHP developer, which is error handling and debugging. So errors are a normal part of coding, but how you deal with them determines whether your application is reliable or constantly breaking. So what are errors in PHP? So in PHP, errors come in different levels. And the first one are the parse errors or the syntax errors. And these ones happen when you forget something basic, like a semicolon or a bracket. PHP won't even run your code until you fix them. Okay, so another type of errors in PHP, we have the fatal errors, and these ones are serious. They happen when a PHP can't continue. For example, if you try to call a function that does not exist. Okay, so we have another one which are called the warning errors. These are less serious compared to fatal errors. They are less serious. The script continues, but something is wrong. Okay, like including a file that does not exist. Okay, it will generate a warning. Okay, and then another one, we have the notices, and these ones are minor issues, like using a variable that was never declared. Okay, it will generate a notice. Okay, so knowing the difference between these errors is the first step to handle them. Okay, so let us see how we can control error reporting. Okay, so during development, it is useful to see every error. Okay, so you can fix them. Okay, and this one you can enable it using this code, this piece of code. So let us go in our index.php file. Here we have error. So here you should note that this one, index.php, it is inside my site folder, which is inside the htdocs. Okay, which is also inside the XAMPP folder. Okay, you should know that. So here we have a function which is called the error reporting, error underscore reporting, and error underscore reporting is right there. Okay, so with this one we can use some built-in values, and this one we have the first one, which is error underscore all. Okay, it is in capital letters. Okay, it is in capital letters. Okay, so we have many. There are very many error types. Okay, there are very many, guys, but let us use the e underscore all. Okay, we shall use that one. Okay, so here, after doing that, let us end our line. So we are going to report all the errors, and to print it, to display them onto our browser, we are going to use the init underscore set. Okay, the init underscore set, and this one takes in some sort of like a criteria, like a permission. Okay, so here we want to take in the permission display underscore errors. Okay, we want to display underscore all the errors. Okay, so here if we set it to 1, it is going to display all the errors. Okay, but if we set it to 0, it is not going to display all the errors. It is not going to display any error. Okay, so if we save, and then for example here, let us have a code. So for example, let us echo out something which is not undefined. So $undefined, this is undefined variable. Okay, variable. Okay, so that variable is undefined. Okay, we have not created it. So if we refresh, we get this warning. Okay, we get this warning. But if we don't want, but when your site is live in production, you don't want users to see ugly error messages. Okay, instead you hide them from users and log them for yourself. Okay, so to do that, we use what we call the error log. Okay, to log them into a file. So in order to log them into the file, we need to get these ones all. Okay, all, we need to get all the errors. Error reporting, we want all. Okay, and here in the init set, here in the init set, we want to display errors, and no, we don't want to display them into the browser, so we set it to be 0. Okay, so after doing that, what we need to do next is to log all those errors into a file. Okay, or to our server. Okay, in our server. So error, we use the error underscore log them then we end our line like that. Then inside here we need to provide a message, okay, a message. For example, we can provide the error, okay, that occurred, okay, using our error handlers that we have created, okay, or the built-in error handlers, okay. We shall take a look at them later, okay. But the message we want to print to put in this file is something went wrong, okay. That is the message that is going to be in our file. Then after that we need to provide a message type, okay, and the default is 0, okay, but here we want a 3, okay, a message type is 3. So after doing that, then here we need to provide the file name, okay. So here we want error, it is going to be called error.log, okay, .log file. So after doing that, then if we save, as you can see, if we first comment out this one, so we don't store the errors in our file, in a file, okay. So for this one, display error set to 0, we are not going to get any error in the browser, yeah? Yet they are there, okay, yet it is there, the error is there. So if we save and then we refresh, as you can see, we get no error, okay, yet it is there, yet the error is there, okay, the warning error, okay, yet it is there. So we want to store that error in a file, so we have done that. So let us store it in a file. So let us comment out this one, and if we refresh, so let us first look into our folder. As you can see, we have only index.html and index.php file. So if we come here and then we refresh again, you're going to see that because we have an error, so if we try to refresh, we are going to store all the error, the message, okay, the errors inside the error.log, okay. But for us, we have not logged out in the file the error itself, okay. We have just wrote down this message, so something went wrong, okay. So if we go in the error.log, as you can see, something went wrong, okay. So this one can represent the error that we have got, okay. So for example here, let us we shall take a look at how we can use this one, okay. But let us first set this one to 1, okay, so that we can use our browser, okay. And we comment out this one, okay. Let us comment it out. So here, let us come down here. Let us see how we can use what we call the custom error handling, okay. How we can handle errors, okay, by creating custom error handlers, okay. So for example here, if we save this one and this error, so this one is a built-in error handler, okay. As you can see, undefined variable, then the name of the variable, okay. Undefined variable, it is called undefined variable. It is in this index.php, okay. It is in index.php on line 5, okay, which is right here, okay, which is right here. And this one is the error line, okay, error line number, okay. And this one is the error. We have a lot, okay, we have a lot of arguments, okay. So let us see how we can create our custom error handler, okay. So here PHP also allows us to create our own error handlers, okay. So let us create our own. So here we can create it using a function. So let us create it in form of a function, my error handler. So let us name it my error handler, like that. It's right there. So let me first do that. So inside here we can provide. So before we do that, we need to pass some variables. They are going to be passed by default, okay. We need the error handler, we need the error number, okay. The error number, as you can hear, error number, okay. That one, error no, stands for error number. Then here we have it will be in form of like an integer, okay. So after doing that, then we need to provide the error is called the error string, okay. The error string, okay, like that, error str, okay. So after doing that, we need another one, which is the error file, okay, where the errors occurred, the file in which the error is occurring, okay. So after doing that, we need another one, which is called the error line, okay. On which line has the error occurred from, okay, which is that one. So after doing that, then we can do a lot, okay. We can do a lot with this one. So we can now echo out, okay, the error which is on line, the error on line, or the error called the error with the number. Let us use the error number, the error with that number, then it is called the error. We use the error string, okay? It is going to give us the name and the variable, okay? The variable name, okay? In, so with this one, in, it is in, then the file, which file, okay? Which is the error file. It is in this file, okay? It is in this file. It is online, which line? We get it using the error line, like that, okay? So after doing that, let us break our line like that. Then we do that. After doing that, then we can come and then we have this error, okay? So it is better you write this, you create your error handlers on top of the file, okay? So if we do that and then we save, as you can see here, so if we do this and then we come right down here and then we call my error handler, and then this error handler we are going to set it. So for example, okay, we had a default error handler, okay, but we want to use the set error handler. We want to set ours, okay, which is my error handler, which is this one, okay, my error handler. So after doing that, we end our line and then we save. So if we save and then we come here and then we refresh, as you can see here, we are getting error, then this error number, which is this one, to undefined variable, this one called the undefined variable, okay? Undefined variable, it is called this one, undefined variable, okay? So in, it is in, this one was hard coded, then this is the dynamic in, this is the path of the file where the error occurred. And online, this one is hard coded online, then this one is dynamic, line 11, okay? Line 11, okay? So as you can see there, so with this you can decide how errors should be displayed, okay, logged or even ignored, okay? So we saw this one. So instead here we said, so for example, let us differentiate between the default error handler and the ours, okay? So before creating this function, let us create an error here. Let us paste this way. This one is going to generate an error, okay? After generating, then we set our default error handler, then we generate another error. We see the difference between the default. So this one will be handled by the default, okay, and this one will be handled by ours, our custom and error handler. So if we save, as you can see here, this is the default error handler. It ends here. So for it starts with a warning, which is the type of the error we are getting, then the undefined variable, which is the error string, which is this one that we used also, this one, okay, is the same. Then then it uses another one, which is the error file, okay, which we used also. Then online, this was also hard coded, even it was also hard coded. Then this one, okay, error 12. So this one is on line 12, okay, but this one was on line 10, okay. They designed it. We can also design it as we want, okay. So for example, we can design it as we want, okay. We can bold it, okay, using the bold tags, okay. So let us now take a look at another one, which is called the exception handling. So another powerful tool in PHP is exceptions. So exceptions let you catch and handle errors in a structured way, okay. So let us take a look at it. So let us delete all of this one. Let us delete all of, no, let us not delete. Let us, how we have our custom. So let us delete this code, okay. We might need that error handler later. So let us use the try and catch. So before we use the try, let us first use the try, okay. So we want to try, let us include a certain file. So let us include name, it is called, let us name it name.php. It does not exist, okay, guys, it does not exist. Then let us try to echo out some information. Echo hello, like that, okay. So if we save, you are going to see something. If we save and then we refresh, as you can see, we get a fatal error, and this one is very critical. So If it occurs, the rest of the code is not going to run. So okay, so as you can see here, we have not run this echo hello. It has not run, okay, because it descends after this try, okay, because the error, this fatal error has occurred here. It means the rest of the code is not going to run. For example, if we had an echo here, echo me there, and if we refresh, we come here and we refresh, and we refresh. As you can see, this one, as long as there is a fatal error in your code, everything is going to break, okay, your code is going to break, okay, and nothing is going to run, okay. So to reduce this one, we add there what is called the catch. What do we want to catch? We want to catch nothing. Let us first wait. Let us just use catch there, and then we get this one. So if we do that, we get this one, unexpected token, this one, okay, this one, okay, this one on a certain line. So with this one, we need to specify what are we catching. So we want to catch an exception. Let's store it in E, for instance. So if we do that, and then we save, and then we come here, and then we'll refresh, as you can see. So we have caught that exception. So it is no longer somehow fat, okay? It is like a warning, okay? Because we have caught it. Now, as you can see, this me, echo me has run, and also this echo hello has also run. But here, in between those two, we have this error, this exception that we have caught. Okay, so we can get this exception, and then we don't we prevent it from logging out as it is, as you can see here. It is logging out, and it is becoming like it is becoming so ugly on our browser. So what we can do, we can now come here and we use let us echo out something. Let us echo out code exception, like that. We have caught an exception. So what we do, let us instead of passing out, let us first save, and then we refresh. As we refresh here, we have caught an exception. As you can see, failed to open stream online, failed to open here. Okay, this is the exception. But instead of doing this, let us instead of doing this, let us first okay, let us first get this one. So let us use the file exist. Okay, we need to check. So let us first check before including it. We need to use let us use the if statement to check if the file exists. So let us use the if what are we exist. So we instead in order to check if the file exists, we can check using the file exist, and this one is going to return true if the file does not exist. Okay, so this one we are importing name.php like that, but we don't want, okay, we want this code, the code inside here, okay, to run, okay, when the file does not exist. So we use that one, not file exists. If the file does not exist, what do we want to do? We want to throw, we use that throw. We want to throw, this one is disturbing us. We want to throw a new exception. So exception, here we are creating our own exception. So this one, we name it the file are not found. Here we are creating our own exception, okay. So after doing that, let us let us now echo something. So if we echo, before we echo, let us save, and then we refresh. So when we refresh, as you can see, we get nothing, okay. We get nothing, okay. So we get nothing, okay. So let us now see how we can get this one, file not found. So we can come here, right down here, and we echo out something. So we have code exception. Remember, we have created our exception. So if we do that, and then we concatenate this A, which is the exception, this E here, exception, and then we want to get which message do we want to get. Let us get a message, message like that, okay. This one is going to return a message, okay. Which message? Let us see which message is it going to return. So if we do that, and then we refresh, as you can see, file not found. So let us break down this one, file not found, caught an exception. So this one is going to be on its own line, let us break like that. After doing that, even this one we want to break. Let us break. It does. Even this we want to add a break here. So if we do that, I want you to see it very well. So if we refresh, as you can see, we have caught an exception, and the message, remember we created here a new exception, so we have file not found. It will be the message, okay? It will be the message. So every time we create an instance of a new exception, we pass in this string, which will be the message, okay? And we access it using this exception, this E, okay, that we have created here. So after there, we access it like this. So with that, we have eliminated that funny error, okay? So we can now come here and we get something like this. So error not found, something. So we can come here. And we want a error log. We can set the error log to be this one, display. We can set it to be as 0. So if we do that and then we come here, as you can see here, we can still load, okay? But we can come here, and if we set this one to be 0, let us set it to be 1 again. We can come here and we store this one inside. Instead of logging it out, okay, echoing it out, we can come here and we cut it out, all of this one. Let us cut it out. Then we can come here and we get this one. We use this error log, okay? We use the error log. Remember, we still have this one error, this one. So let us come and we delete all of it. Delete, come back here. Then we come here and we use the error log. Then here we need a message. So let us paste our code there. Then after doing that, we need to provide the message type 3. Then after doing that, the file, the destination. So let us name it error.log, like that. So after doing that, if we save, instead of logging it out in the console, in the browser, if we refresh, we get nothing, okay? We get nothing. But our file has been created, error.log, okay? So if we go here, as you can see, we get a break. So this one we can remove it, okay? We can remove it. But here, as you can see, we caught an exception, file not found, okay? File not found. We can even do a lot. We can do a lot, okay? We can do a lot. We can even come here. So here we have my error handler, this one, error handler, okay? So this error handler, we can return something. Let us return something. Let us, instead of echoing out, let us just return that one, okay? Let us return that one, okay? We can do a lot. So we can come here. Instead of doing this one, we can come here and we return something. So we can come here, we delete all of this one, then we get my error handler. Then here we can provide something. Let us provide, if we call my error handler like this, if we call my error handler, we can come here. So here we have set, so we have not set the error handler. So we can do a lot, okay? Let us first leave out this one, okay? I want to show you how we can use, we can console out those errors, okay? But let us, I don't want to confuse you a lot, okay? I think you have learned how we can use the error handler, okay? I think you have learned, okay? So let us, you have even learned how we can use the throw, how we can create new exception. So in the previous code, Control Z, in the previous code here, Control Z, let me go back here, let me go back there, okay, okay. So before I do that, let me go back here. So here, instead of letting the program crash, okay, we catch the error and display a friendly message, okay? We use the exceptions, okay? You should use the exceptions whenever you are doing risk tasks like working with databases, files, or external APIs, okay? So let us now take a look at debugging in PHP. So now let's take a look take a look about debugging. So there are many tools, okay, and techniques that we use, and it includes those tools include the use of the var dump function and the printr function, and these ones let you inspect the content of variables, okay, content of variables. I think you have ever used them, okay. We have another one which is the die or exist, okay, and this one you can stop the code to check if a specific part is reached. For example, you can have here, if we have an exception here, if we have an exception, instead of cancelling out, let us control Z instead of echoing out. So let us first save this one, okay, and then we come here in the browser and then we'll refresh. As you can see, quote an exception, file not found, but we run this one, okay, hello, okay. So let us first use the die here. Let us die from here, okay, which means we are going to stop the code, okay. So if we do that and then we refresh, as you can see, person expect, oh, we have forgot to break here. So after doing that, go back here and then we refresh. As you can see, we are now not echoing out the hello. As you can see here, we are not echoing out. So we have ended the program, okay. We return out of the program as long as this line is reached, okay. So we can also use another one which is called the exit, like that. So this one will do somehow the same. So if we refresh, as you can see, we get the same output. We can even here pass a message. You can pass a message here. Let us first break. So we exit program exited. So we have exited, guys, exited, okay. We have exited, but does it exist? So we have exited. So if we do that, program exited, okay, as you can see there, okay. We can use a lot. We have even the error log. We can use it a lot in debugging, okay, guys. That's all we can I can show you about error handling and debugging in PHP. Don't forget to subscribe.